Hello, good evening, and welcome to this taste challenge. I'm sick, man. I feel bad, but I don't know what it is. The flu. Some people at work were sick last week and the week before. I said, y'all gonna make everybody sick, and it worked. But I don't know, man. It seemed like it's allergies. I see a lot of goldenrod flowers around here, but allergies can make you feel bad too. If a bunch of yellow flowers come out and the pollen make you feel like you have the flu. But whatever the case, I feel bad. But this whiskey's gonna make me feel bad. Gonna help me. I think it can't hurt. Tyler Manuel says, clink in the mugs, clink in the mugs, clink in the mugs. Now, we're starting tequila tomorrow. Is that something good to do when you're ill? I don't think so. But regardless, tomorrow we're planning to do what's the name of that stuff? Hornitos. I was saying salsa. It's made by salsa, owned by salsa. It's Hornitos Black Barrel versus all the other gold tequilas. Well, that won't be much of a taste challenge because the Black Barrel tastes nothing like the other gold tequilas I have. So that'll just be, a tiptoe through the tulips. It won't mean much. When we do the mezcal, that's going to be hard. That's going to be tough. It's going to be rough. Michael Hill, good evening, Ronald, and everyone. Thanks. Good evening to you. So sorry I'm ill, but like Freddie Mercury said, the show must go on. That's probably a bad example. Okay. Show must go on. Here's a gold cap. This is Bankers Club. I bought this at Total Wine and more. It was like $14.99. Big, beautiful plastic bottle. Nothing says quality like the sound of plastic. Don't you love that thud? Who wants that chime, that pretty chime of glass? And you can have the thud of PET, polyethylene, whatever. All right. Enough of this. Quality since 1907. Okay, well, yeah, Laird's maybe since 1907 in New Jersey, but Bankers Club was introduced in 1969, so that statement is deceptive. Bankers Club was trademarked in 1969. They make brandy, which I've not seen, gin, which I wasn't looking for. They probably have it at Total Wine. Rum, vodka, and so forth. It's a whole line of liquor, like King Robert II. They have a blended scotch, Bankers Club, obviously made in Scotland for Laird's. Doesn't say Laird's on the bottle. It says Regent Distillers Products Company, Scobeyville, New Jersey. But see all that sneezing? I think that's allergies, not the flu. But like I said, could be the same. It could be the same overall experience, Aged 3 years. The straight whiskeys in this blend are aged 3 years. It's 80% grain neutral spirits. Unaged, raw. Not even whiskey yet. Some people say brown vodka. That's wrong. Grain neutral spirits and vodka are not the same thing. But the people that say that are content to be a jerk, and they don't have enough ambition to look up the definition of grain neutral spirits and vodka. They're related. Grain neutral spirits and vodka are related. They are not the same thing. But be that as it may, we have Seagram's 83. Introduced in 2022. Seagram's 83, American now. American. The Canadian, I said 1983 for the 100th anniversary of the Seagram's Rye Distillery. That was bad information. See, when you get on the internet, you can get bad information. I got some. I was doing research on Seagram's 83. I found advertisements for that whiskey back to 1935, 1933, 34, 37. So Seagram's 83 has been around a long time. Now it's obviously named and referencing the Seagram's Rye Distillery from that was opened in 1883. I get that, but it's been on the market a long time, and it's pretty common in Canada. People in Canada drink it all the time, you know. But can't get it right. I better cool it. Better cool it. Don't want to get crazy. I'm already ill, physically ill. Don't want to get alcoholically ill. All right. Seagram's 83 is starting to show up everywhere. I found it at Dorgnac's, and it was $19.99. You see, is it worth it? No, because Seagram's always commands a higher price. It's never worth it. Like Seagram's VO, Seagram's 7 Crown, Seagram's 83 here. It's always going to be a lot more expensive than the others, like $5, $6 more, or $3, $4, at least, yeah, $5 or $6 more. It may not be better, but it's going to cost more because of the name, the famous name from the 1800s. And the Seagram's VO Gold, you know, that famous 8-year aged Canadian whiskey, you're going to pay more for it. All right. I did like that one. I got to admit. I like the VO, but the VO Gold was something special. All right. Well, anyway. Oh, man. Sorry. I'm going to put some of that, you know, that Vapor rub on my nose. That'll help. Helped last night. Let me think. There's a lot of Seagram's products on the market. They got Seagram's gin and the Distiller's Reserve gin. There's 2 Seagram's gins. The expensive Distiller's Reserve, well, dessert. I mean, it's not really expensive. It's a good product. Then there's the regular Seagram's London Dry Gin, which is the best-selling gin in America, I might add. There's the Seagram's VO, which every liquor store sells in the world. There's Seagram's 7 Crown, which every liquor store, bar, wine, and bar, grill, and restaurant has. You know, go to any bar, they're going to always have Seagram's 7. Come on, Crown. There's Seagram's vodka, which a lot of people have, not everybody. I tried it. It was all right. It was really all right. Then there's the 83 in Canada. There's the American 83. And there's now, if you look on the LCBO website, Liquor Control Board of Ontario, because Canada has these strict liquor laws, which I do not agree with, but I don't live in Canada, so it's really irrelevant. But they're claiming on the website it's age 6 years. Where did they get that information from? Obviously, the company. Guess they could have made it up. I don't know why they would want to do that. But whatever the case, we're not dealing with that right now. We're dealing with the 83, which is very dark, obviously colored. Well, we know it's colored. It says it on the bottle. Thank you very much. Tyler says, I am sure the whiskey will help. You don't like orange juice, but drink it too. Yeah, I don't have any orange juice. Sorry to say. That would be a good idea. You're right. I like the fact that Sazerac does give good disclosure on their products. Like they're saying here, whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. They're telling you they're adding caramel. You know as well as I do, that thing's not going to be that dark. That thing is dark like mahogany. And you know the thing is not aged in fresh charred oak. It's aged in old leftover bourbon barrels. You know that. But okay. It's bottled in Frankfort, Kentucky at Buffalo Trace. So in Buffalo Trace, you know, they put out super expensive whiskey that nobody can find, like Pappy Van Winkle. Oh, damn. Every time. Hello. I'm sick. Yeah, I'm sick and I'm doing a live taste challenge, but I'll call you back when I get off. I'm not going to be on much longer. I'll call you back. All right, bye. Well, they plot. They watch me and then they say, call him, hurry up, call him. He's doing a taste challenge. All right. I guess they don't do that. But this is not going to take long because it's not going to be a contest because Seagram's taste weird. And I can't look at it. Now, does Bankers Club add coloring? I really couldn't tell you because they don't say. Do they add flavoring? Couldn't tell you. Once again, they don't say. They're allowed to. But being allowed to do it doesn't mean they're doing it. I asked Sazerac on the phone why y'all started adding natural flavoring all of a sudden. I see that on all these bottles. He said, well, about 5 years ago, we started doing that with all our low-end products. He called it that. He said to take the edge off of it, the bite off of it. In other words, to make it palatable. I said, oh, okay. He said, but it's a secret blend of flavor, so you're never going to know what it is. And they might use a different blend for each product. That would make sense. He said, but I think it's vanilla. Like a lot of times I think it's vanilla. He worked for Sazerac, but they wouldn't tell him what it was. And maybe he's right. Let's go with the aroma. With what I can still smell pretty well, but my nose is not doing too well. Yeah, it just smells like regular old basic whiskey. Yeah, it just smells like regular old basic whiskey. Remember, $5 difference. Well, tastes like caramel. Caramel. Maybe vanilla. And grain alcohol, of course, grain spirits, which is probably almost invariably corn. Now, what about the 20% or more? And remember, the Seagram's 80. You know what? I got to update my notes. Sorry, Paul. You're going to have to wait. My friend Paul. I can't look. My two favorite whiskeys are Woodford Reserve and Jim Beam. I like those. Just pick a variety pack of Cutwater. Just saw your stout Sunday. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. He was doing inhalants and pills. Maybe he rest. Yeah, I don't get this, like hey buddy, you're gonna do a video early morning tonight. Yeah. And tomorrow. They're both American. They're not both 80 proof, so I gotta update this. They're both American blended whiskeys. $80 proof. Sazerac. Seagram's 83 is 83 proof. Get it? 83 proof. All right. Sorry about the mistake. I always did like Jim Beam, and I got almost a full bottle in my cabinet. People dog it. They say, oh, Jim Beam, that's the worst. That's terrible. Well. If you think Jim Beam's bad, try these two. You know what I mean? All right. This tastes like cornbread. Tastes like corn, distilled corn. Now, could they use rye or doggone wheat or a barley malt in their straight bourbon that's included in these, or straight whiskeys? Because it doesn't have to be bourbon. They could use straight corn whiskey. But they're not using straight corn because that's not even common. As well as I do, they're using straight bourbon. Probably one of their low-end bourbons, like Sazerac's probably using Benchmark or Ancient Age, which I like, with their low-end. And Laird's is probably using Baker's Club straight bourbon. There's a black label, Baker's Club straight bourbon. There you go. I think it's aged 4 years, but all I got to do is take one that's only aged 3, dump it out the barrel, blend it. There you go. These are definitely not sippers. They are definitely mixers. You say mix with what? Oh, well, Delaware Punch, Hawaiian Punch, Coca-Cola. Well, maybe a Surefine Food Club or Best Choice Cola. People probably not using good cola. Oh, boy, I shouldn't say these things, but it's probably true, though. Does one taste better than the other? Honestly, not really. which leads us to the obvious conclusion. The cheaper one is better, a better deal. So the Bankers Club is $5 cheaper, but you can't tell them apart, really. So the Bankers Club wins by default. If I was looking to buy a cheap American blended whiskey, and I really wouldn't be looking to do that aside from taste challenges, which I do incessantly. But, but that being said, but if I was looking to buy one, I would get the Bankers Club, and I would skip over to Seagram's 83 because it's not presenting anything that's worth jumping $5 up over. It's not bad per se, but it's not worth $5 extra. But like I said, the name is commanding the price. So I think this is the Seagram's because of that caramel. It is. I mean, that's why I had my eyes closed. Look how dark it is. Well, the little bit that's left. That thing is mahogany. And then the Bankers Club is like a normal color. Like, just gold. Maybe they're not adding color into it. It's pretty light. Yeah, maybe they're not adding coloring. All right, so there's the winner. Bankers Club is your winner. Introduced 1969, still around. Never saw it in my town. Oh, well, it's not bringing me down. Well, y'all take care. We'll be back tomorrow with tequila for taste challenges. Tequila. Any more ready-to-drink cocktail reviews? Yeah, maybe. It's still provisional, but probable. Let's say probable. Tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern, about 30 minutes, we're going to do Monaco cocktails, Purple Crush, formerly known as Cognac Crush. That's going to be nice. Cheers to you, BC. Craft Beer Tastic said, I think Ezra Brooks is a little better than Beam. It's usually cheaper. Yeah. I've heard that. I've never had Ezra Brooks, so I can't comment on that. I bought somebody Ezra Brooks for a Christmas present once, the 90 proof, but I never had it. Angelo Ziccarelli says, I prefer good old Jack Daniels. Well, it's #1 in the United States, so it's not #1 just for marketing. Yeah. But I was going to say about Aaron Carter, I don't understand this. Like, you didn't know for the last 50 years that taking drugs was bad? And it's not like they're just taking any drug. They're taking, like, OxyContin, opioids, doggone heroin. It's like, come on, man. You don't know that's bad? It's like telling people, I didn't know jumping off the Empire State Building was dangerous. Oh, no, you didn't know that? Yeah, it's dangerous. So I just do not get it. I don't get it. I watched the Jeffersons in 1976 when that girl snuck out the window to go get her fix. And I was like, oh, no. My parents were like, don't ever use drugs. I was like, don't worry. If you're going to get so spooked that you're going to climb down the drain pipe off the hotel in Gary, Indiana to go get your drugs, you got a problem. And I don't want to be anywhere near that lifestyle, It's like I got better things to do than that. So they didn't have to tell me once. Well, more than once. I thought that is totally unappealing. So when I was in a teenage years and people were like, hey, smoke marijuana, I'm like, hey, no. I got too much football to watch. I'm making my schedules. I used to sit down and write the schedule out for Tulane, LSU, the Saints. Talking about the Saints and getting ready to start. So we got to go. All right. So that's my attitude. But people, you can do whatever you want. If you think that stuff's going to help you in your life, go ahead. It's your business, not mine. All right. So the winner, once again, Bankers Club. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, and it's on to tequila.